What a dinner, what a weekend. I haven't been on very much, but I'm steaming inside. I feel like I'm burning inside. I've been making some very poor decisions and very good decisions. And it's the poor decisions that are destroying me. They're destroying me. One poor decision, okay? One poor decision, okay, for me is a weight of 10. Why is it a weight of 10? Because it's complete fall. When you get the joy, you get the momentary joy, and you must go back. It destroys you. Now, one thing that's really getting to me is my son says to me yesterday, he says, what do you think about greenhouse gases and emissions? And he really got me to think, and it's a little sad to see that that what I've gone through in my life, in understanding at the age of 10 years old when I saw that we were at a restaurant, we were eating, we were in Florida in 1972, and we were eating, and that number 72 was a big number. Remember, the Russians came into Philadelphia and they walked off the ice. They were so mean. The Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Flyers, was it Bernie that was in nets? I don't remember. But they walked off the ice and we were eating and everybody had ordered their own meal. And I knew that by the time we ended that meal, we'd be like the Wolf of Wall Street, that our eyes were so big and our desires and our tastes were so high. My son talks about greenhouse gases. I've been telling people was in the farming business all my life. I know that a pig eats on an average 4.5 pounds per day, okay, for 120 days. That's over 500 pounds to get 160 pounds of meat. That's 4 to 1 of the same crop that I would put in my body. Besides the silage, the tractors in the field, 4 times the tractor in the field to fill that one pig. Okay? We have fish in the ocean that they're killing off to feed other fish just so we can survive, putting food coloring in it. And now I'm watching a video from Sweden, and that's why in that bedroom, okay, in that bedroom over there, you can't see it from here. Maybe you can try and see. Okay, look at the floor. And that floor represents Finland, Denmark, all those places around there. Okay, all those places, okay, around there. And they're burning the garbage for fuel. And I've been saying this for years. Burn the garbage. Burn the garbage. Everything we are doing, oh, we can't put this in, we can't put that in, it's going to cost too much money. Money has this value. We have tons of people to go to work, tons of people to go to work. But it's all psychologics. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but cheese and harps will hurt you. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know you couldn't understand. I was asked, first of all, I want to make, sometimes I try to give out comments to people, and I'm going to end up, sometimes I comment right on videos. And there was a thing about doing Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Hillary is, ha 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 ha. The Clinton is in the Clinton, you know what I'm saying? Because Mr. Clinton had Monica's Lewinsky right down the, it's a Trump card, my friend. So I just want to say that when I make some comments, I go to my comment board to comment, and it won't let me comment a lot of times. So if you don't see a comment right away, ask me twice, ask me 3 times. I know you'll forget. I know you don't have the time, but anyways, I just want to say that for the first time, I ordered my own clothing at Cow slash Mr. Tack Pans. And Cow slash Mr. Tack Pans, you go in there and you pick what you want, and then it'll say, where do you want to go to, and you just put it Mr. Tack Pans, and it'll show all the Mr. Tack Pans. It's a very hard site and difficult thing. Anyways, I want to get off that, but they're burning their garbage for energy. One thing I want to say is, here's the word merci. C is equal to 39. This will equivalent, okay, to Highway 93. I'm only using North America. I'm not going on highways in Europe right now because that's a whole other ballgame. But I'm using North America, the basic of the English language, North America, because that's who I am. When they say see or so, or see to saw, or to take things apart, it also means yes. It also speaks 51. So 2 letters, C and I and S and I are saying the skies of Saturn inside Mars. They're also saying the oceans and the dream world, the skies of Saturn inside Mars, and also down the numerological value valley of Reno, Nevada, okay, Lake Mead or Medium, okay, hovered over the Indian burial grounds, burying people, and it represents the ocean. If you say Mrs., okay, you're actually saying the ocean, because inside Mrs., the R gets the A letter, the M gets the EM letter. It also says love or artificial intelligence, written in a secondary language as French. S is the representation of 13, altered current. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 19. 3 times 4 times 3 times 4 equals to 144. 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 14 times 144 equals 2016. Okay. EMARS, okay, is ocean fish. Okay. The subterranean fish, lobsters and shrimps and etc. that causing high cholesterol, causing the blood pressure. So we have to understand what foods cause are also the relevancy of what's going on in the universe, in the solar system that we have. Right now I'm going over poker terms, poker talk, bet, raise, fold, blind, small blind, big blind, players, dealers, cards, raise, re-raise, game, open, and call. They also use the open word when we play bridge, bringing things together. I also use the poker talk, and I use the red and black, which is going to be over here. Okay, what it means red and black is I go to the roulette table, and the numbers that are red will get the red numbers, and the numbers that are black will get the black numbers. Noted, okay, that B is number 2. It's also number 11, which is part of 1 and 1, which are both red. 2 reds together equal 2, and now equal to 11. So there's many ways to get a red and black number. Number 9 is red, number 2 is black, 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 is a black number. When I say BET, bet, it's 2 black, 5 red, 20 black. So it becomes 22 black, 5 red. Minus equals 17. I don't need to add them because adding them all up, right, is always going to equal 27. Okay, so it becomes 17 and 10. So to bet, it's breaking and entering into the world of 10. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to your 17. Add this and minus it equals to 27, which is 1/3 81, which is Venus. Or 18, angel heaven, the resident angel. R is the letter, or INR, or the third world. It also is the freezing point is 32, and 22 the number for life. And these two together, 5 and 22, is what brings in the Roman numeral 5 for the 22nd letter V, which is represented as 5. Okay, I bring a lot of things together. Inside this, we now have the 2232, which is 54 and 27. 1/2 of each other, 1/2 of each other. Automatically, anything that has to do with half is a 2-to-1 representation of 4 and 10, okay, which comes from the game of craps and is also represented inside of Pluto, because Pluto is equal to 84. 48 is the number to the word sun, S-O-N, which drags on other numbers implicated in it. Raise, bet has 3 numbers. 81, 2 are black, 1 is red, so it's 27 and 54. 27 is red, 54 is black. We get 54 black as the sun, red, the black sun. 27 is 1/3 of Venus, because those are the numbers. Now, when you go to start your alphabetical calculation at 11 instead of 1, because we're going to stop at 10, we're going to go 9, 11, up to 9, or on the other side, which is 11. Forget about the 10. We're starting at 1 again, but at 11. Now 11, okay, 1 and 1 is 2, is now valued at the A letter, in which now on your telephone, on your push dial pad telephone, ABC only starts on 2, meaning A did not come into play until it came into play on number 2. What they did is the first time that number 1 actually came into play is when the Queen, the Q, the 17th letter, and the Z, the 26th letter, both represent the Queen, which is now put on your bank machine on number 1, which is 17 and 26, 1 and 7, 8, 2 and 6, 8. The 26 will represent number 20, which is the 10-10 world together, and the 17 will be 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, 8 and 7, 15, or 56 and 15 equals to 71, and representing the passage or gateway from Mars, because that's exactly what the number said. If I write out the words Mars, if I multiply 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, it'll equal 8 and 7. 8 and 7 equals to the 5-10 world. Why? Because the Canadian penny disappeared. They made 7 look like, they made 7, 6, 3, 4 all look like number 5. And if you take your telephone and look at number 5, it will be 159, 357. All around the empty space of that 5 is 3, 4, 7, and 6 is gold. And what are those numbers? It's the diametric numbers, or let's say the diameter, or one of the numbers that is equivalent inside the moon, 3, 4, 7, 6. Look up moon, look for that number, 3, 4, 7, 6. You might be off by 2. Everybody is different, because we can't calculate. Oh my God, you're off by 2. You're not exact. What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Where do these come from? Every letter has a value of 27. So you have 3 6 letters, 6 by 27, which is 120, and 6 by 7 is 42. 42 will now represent the cat. 6 by 20 will represent 120, or if you add up 1 to 15, which is the Mars world of spirit, that will equal to 120. So now we have to find the black and the red. 18 is red, 5 is red, 1 is red. All these are red except for the 4. So this will be 158 red and 4 black. The 4 black reversed is 23. So 23 is BC creation. The delta angle, Dalet, okay, built in Dalet. And the rest of it will be 158, 1, 5, and 8. Forget about number 1, because 1 is a separate issue, because when you multiply 1 by anything, it becomes the anything number that you're multiplying by. It's 8 times 5, 40, representing the blue world, and understanding that 1 is also in the blue world at 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. All zeros equal 6, because it's the other side. 4 is on one side, D. 6 is on the other side. You know what's really funny is that, I don't know if I have it on here, but cat is number 24. Dog is number 26. Mars, okay, Mars is that representation. Mars will get the cat, and Saturn will get the dog, but Mars is now 2 and 4, 6. Mars, okay, 6 and 2, 8. Saturn, 8 and 6 come together. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is what creates it, the dog and the cat. And on your keyboard, on the bottom left, on the bottom, I have a new keyboard now. I've got no more food stuck in it. On the bottom over here, if you look on the keyboard, okay, Z and X on the bottom row, right over here. Whoop, I don't want to touch anything. Dog and cat. Right? I can close my eyes. See my eyes close? Z, X, C, V, B, is it N, M? And in the middle row is A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, and the top row is Q, W, E, R, T, Y. I think it's I, O, P. And I have to remember these things, and I'll probably forget in 2 minutes, and I probably don't know it in order, but I don't know everything or anything or much at all, other than what you think I know at anything. So Donald Trump is DT, which is this. It means the center and the right. Hillary Clinton is H. H. Clinton, HC, Heaven of Christ, the church. Hillary Clinton is representing the church, and Donald Trump is representing the center world. If you notice, Donald Trump, okay, talks about above and below. He says it's no good. He says it's no good. He's telling you the way we're thinking. He doesn't care the way he's thinking. He doesn't care about anything, really, if you really take a listen to the way he talks. But he doesn't care about anything. He's showing you the way America is actually thinking. Even if it doesn't matter how he is, listen to him talk, because that's exactly a representation of half the population. Imagine this. You have 2 choices, 50-50. Imagine they give you 10 choices, it's 10% each, because that's the way we are. We break ourselves down so much until we have no value ourselves, until everything in our life basically have only a touch of value, until it has only the value of what we want, not of anybody in the entourage or our own families. This is why the Mennonite, the Amish, and all these people stick to a certain domain, so you can stop that 50-50 breakup and keep a certain aspect of life that has to be primary in everybody's life, but it's not. And I've put into my life 12 years ago. They were popping me pills. Stop thinking, stop thinking, stop thinking. I got this pill over here. There's 90 in here, okay? I was taking the whole thing every single day, one of these. $1,500, $2,000 a month. Now I break a pill in half, I suck on it, makes me go to bed because it's in my system. My system is saying, hey, where's the train? Where's the train? I go in here, I take one of these pills out, I bite on it, I suck it. My body says, oh, the train has arrived. You can go to sleep now. Otherwise, I usually can't sleep. Is it all in the head? It's all in the body. Systematic, my friends. Artificial intelligence. We wouldn't be anything other than the studies that came. The primary world is a vicious world. It's a vicious world. We must make man and monkey and everything is one until we come out all deranged. But we're not actually deranged until you put the element of spirit where we can actually say, oh my God, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm afraid. Until you know and understand that you can be afraid, there is no afraid. So when you see all these crazy built looking crazy animals out there and say, oh my God, if they did that to me. But now they're doing it to us, but with spirit involvement. Some of us are lucky enough to be born handicapped mentally where we can't get that sadness of that sort in our head. Only complicated delusions that we get. Partially picking up on spirit, partially not. And this is where Alzheimer's comes in, where it's the separation, where we come back and we got spirit, we're scared, and the spirit is gone. We don't remember. So this is the way the world is. This is the way I see it. And I've been looking at this since I'm 10 years old. They say, oh, you have a mental handicap since 1980. No, I've had the mental handicap before my parents were born because that's what they put into us. And right now in the system, you know what it is? Get your vaccine, get your vaccine, get your vaccine. And now they're saying the vaccine only works between 40 to 60% of the people if it doesn't put you in the hospital because of the vaccine. Raphael coming to you from the House of Pain and the House of Truth, because that's all there is. Personal and private is your business. Private is something that you do alone that doesn't destroy anybody else, and it's an own personal choice, even if you fall down, knock yourself out, and end up taking yourself out of this world, as long as you don't destroy any other lives. Raphael, we always destroy the other lives of the people that love us. So they also have to understand, and it's a push me, pull me of understanding. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Let the sun shine in. Thank you for watching.